Hi, today is July 28th, 2024, and here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 1164 for the year, Confession. Yesterday the poll was like, I was so wasted last night. I don't know what happened, but now I've got these wires sticking out of the bottom of me and I'm mortified. And I'm wondering if you could go to the CVS and get me a patch or something, anything to cover up these wires. It's so embarrassing. And I was like, you look fine. No one is going to notice, even though it was totally noticeable, because I didn't want to go to the CVS. Now it's Sunday morning, and I'm confessing that I lied to a poll yesterday. Poem number 1165, When They Met. When they met, they took a long time to stare into each other's eyes. They noticed that their breathing sped up. They noticed their hearts beat faster. They noticed feelings of anticipation and fear, of intensity and light-headedness. They noticed further signs of physical arousal. None of these feelings were unexpected. They both were certain before they had met that this was how they would feel when they met. What they didn't know was what, if anything, they would do about it. Poem number 1166, So Glad. I am so glad that I am not drinking grape soda right now. For one thing, it's the morning, and for another thing, grape soda is gross. Perhaps if it was later in the day, and if grape soda wasn't so gross, I would be so glad that I am not drinking it. I wouldn't be so glad that I'm not... Damn it! Start again. Poem number 1166. So glad. I am so glad that I am not drinking grape soda right now. For one thing, it's the morning, and for another thing, grape soda is gross. Perhaps if it was later in the day, and if grape soda wasn't so gross, I wouldn't be so glad that I am not drinking it. But it's not, and it is, so I am. Poem number 1167, Can't Complain. Because I am generally extremely happy and satisfied these days, I have very little to complain about. People like to say I don't like to complain, and sometimes I say that too, but sometimes I do like to complain. In fact, this might just be one of those times when I would like to complain, but the only thing I have to complain about is that I have nothing to complain about. If someone were to ask me right now, how are you doing? My honest response would be, unfortunately, I can't complain. Poem number 1168, If I Could Complain. If I could complain, I could say regarding some situation, what a fucked up fucking shit show. What a goddamn pain in the dick. What a motherfucking cock up. This is just about as fucked up can be. Or I could say regarding some person, that fucking piece of shit. What a goddamn shit stain. Jesus Christ on a cracker. How the fuck did that turd turn into such a fuckwad? Or regarding some place, what a pile of shit this place is. A fucking dump. When the fuck can we go back home? I'd rather stab myself in the dick than spend another moment in this fucking toilet. Maybe I ought to stop complaining about my inability to complain until I can come up with more creative ways to complain. Poem number 1169, The Toilet. He really hoped that the next time he went to the bathroom, he didn't find that he was sexually attracted to the toilet. This possibility had never occurred to him before, but now that it had, he couldn't stop thinking about it. He was half tempted to hold it in until he felt completely convinced that when he went to the bathroom, he would not find the toilet hot. But when the time came, he forgot about holding it in, and when he was done and was back in the living room, he realized that he had not thought about the toilet at all while he was in there. Meanwhile, back in the bathroom, the toilet was feeling dirty and unattractive. And last poem of the day, poem number 1170, Bullet Dodged. Number 1168 gave me an idea, The Fucking Toilet, about a toilet that likes to fuck. I am so glad that I went another way and chose not to write that poem. I have a feeling that that poem would have been the grape soda of poems. All right, that's it. Thank you. I appreciate you.